Last time on Lindblad 7, you saw us run over to Fredericksburg and grab a motorcycle and bring it home to Grottos. Huge shout out to our friends Azam and Candace for letting us store it over there while we were moving. You also saw us get to work making our chicken coop. We picked up 3 dozen chickens and had some work to do to make this coop exactly what we needed. So this was just some quick work, making some trim to, of course, make it cute, give it some fresh paint, and get it ready for hopefully a long and profitable venture as chicken farmers. These boxes will open right to their nesting boxes, and hopefully we'll be getting about 3 dozen eggs a day in the very near future. The backside of the coop needed quite a bit more work, but you saw us do a whole bunch of that, and it turned out pretty cute. And then I acquired the hood of a Ford Ranger and made an awning for the shop.
Easter eggers, there's 4.
Oh, you didn't count those?
We have not done a ton of documenting of the growth of these chickens, but this is how big they were after about a week of owning them. And you are going to be shocked by how big they have gotten in just 4 short weeks.
And then my rustic rocks. And now just all the black ones. Oh, you can really see the chocolate Orpingtons outside. This one and this one. That's Gertie and Bertha. Wow, Gertie is a lot smaller than Bertha.
Well, after quite a bit of work, we did manage to get some chicken wire up to enclose their pen. I put a gate together, and the backside was fully painted. And we had expanded their little brooding area quite a bit, so they had much more space. And you see they have grown significantly in the last 4 or 5 weeks. The weather was getting warmer, so we were having a whole bunch of fun letting them go outside and root around in the grass and find bugs and all sorts of things.
Good girls.
And as you can see, they were thoroughly enjoying every opportunity.
Oh, that's what they wanted. They're so happy. That's what they wanted. Is that everybody? Oh, okay.
Good girls.
She's like, I was until I caught her. Now I'm not.
Yeah, look at them. They're loving this. Get in that tall grass, birds. Good dogs. Well, now that they were around 6 weeks old, it felt like the right time to clear out the rest of the coop and give them free reign of the whole thing. And so we picked up some more pine shavings, cleaned everything up, and got to work spreading it out. One day when they were out enjoying the sunshine and the warm temperatures.
All right, we captured some of this, but here's the play. Ended up taking what was their habitat and making it storage. Eventually we're going to do 25 to 30 meat chickens, so they'll get started in that same spot. But the birds will now have full reign. I'm still working on their nesting boxes, but we're a few months away from needing those. So pretty happy. What do you think, Charlie Joe? They're going to be thrilled to come in here, aren't they? Got the whole place now. Let's go.
All right, well, the chickens were doing great. We also had family in town for Easter. And so on a beautiful Saturday afternoon, we headed towards the Blue Ridge Parkway to do a picnic in the sunshine. It was absolutely epic conditions, beautiful weather. And it's hard to believe how quickly we can get on the Blue Ridge and see the epic views and take in all the sights. It's such a blessing. This was Humpback Rock's picnic area. There were a whole bunch of sites and places where you could just pull right up, picnic table made available to you. You're not allowed to camp here, but you are allowed to have a pretty awesome picnic.
One came out. I can try. On Anderson's face.
Of course, as we were leaving, we had to find our way to one of the overlooks to just take in these beautiful views. Super grateful for time with family in a beautiful place, taking in the sunshine. I almost forgot to mention, at this point, we have been Virginians for 100 days, which is absolutely awesome and hard to even comprehend. We've been getting the motorcycles out. This was one day cruising home from work, and I had a storm to the north, a storm to the south, but sunshine right in front of me. Of course, I made my way to the Blue Ridge a time or two as well. And we were still getting projects done with Bear always laying around, supervising. This was something I did real quick with the steps leading into the mudroom on the side of our house. I also picked up an absolute awesome Facebook Marketplace find. This hot tub for just a couple $100 and some sweat equity. We are really excited to get that up and running. It looks great on our back patio. And we also did some work lining the back walkway with big stones from all over the property.
You got this. Keep going. Don't fall. Little more.
And I put these boys to work, bringing some potting soil over so we could plant our new blueberry bushes. I made a quick bench in the car side of the shop so that we could do some work on vehicles. And of course, I'm still fighting with this Ford Ranger, trying to get it running just right. And I decided that the hood is up so much that the hood should look better than it did. So I took the liner off and painted it up real quick. Just trying to keep my hats and my hair clean and make it look a little prettier. And then this job was long overdue. This was the car side of the shop, just a whole bunch of boxes that have been sitting here since we moved here. And it honestly just needed cleaned up, fresh coat of paint, and then some shelving needed to be constructed. So on a Sunday afternoon, I just got to work doing this. and I'm so glad that I did. It made a huge difference in a short amount of time, and it feels good to just be freshening the place up and making it our own.
All right, well, I missed some of getting this on video, but got some paint on the wall. Still have some touch up to do, but it's a shop, it's not a house. And we got this shelf built, so that's pretty clutch. So we'll get a little more organized. And then next we'll tackle painting back here. We'll build, eventually we're gonna build like a second story back here. And then once that loft is built up there, I'll paint up there and everything, but the goal would be to have like stairs that go up, loft that goes over, storage underneath. So it's coming together. But for today, this simple little shelf and some paint we'll have to do.
Pretty happy with how that turned out, and we of course got it filled up real quick. But we had a deal. The deal was that on our 100th day as Virginians, we would do a 100-second polar plunge. We didn't do that because we had a busy day and the air was cold, but this is a polar plunge that we managed to do on an 80-degree day, but the water was only 59. So it was pretty cold. Not a true polar plunge, not the 30s or the 40s, but a challenge nonetheless. And we were just loving the sunshine and the refresh.
Whoa, he around us, he downstream. Hey guys, hey, bring it back here please. All right, we're at 55. Please don't come splash us. This way. Oh, we're 1 minute in. Gratos! Actually, we're in Port Republic.
The kids were much more spectators than participants this time around, but it was still fun. It was a beautiful Sunday afternoon.
You do 30 more seconds. Woo! Oh yeah.
And so, our new agreement is that we will do a 2-minute, 120-second cold plunge on our 120 days. So you'll be seeing that on a video coming up soon.
Oh, the reset.
But we'll make it happen. And maybe we'll have a hot tub running at home
All right, that's 2 minutes if you want to do that.
when we're
All right,
done.
let's see it. Who's in?
This was the best the kids could do,
Charlie's in. Whoa!
but it was pretty fun. So yeah, we're loving Virginia. We feel like we belong, and we're so grateful. Here's a beautiful picture of Massanutten, and the sky split right over top of it one day on my ride into work. Super grateful for this season. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.